Oh, oh. That pretty much sums up this movie. It's a cult, like a fire cult that isn't even fully explained in the desert. So early 70s hardcore devil mania in the cinema, and so they film, it's supposed to be set in New Mexico. And if they're like isn't even a lead character, they just kind of like jump all around, and like it's not that boring or anything. It's kind of interesting because they kind of keep you interested with all these different characters, and it's supposed to be like this hunting resort out in the middle of nowhere, and they're looking for this guy who gets kidnapped by this fire cult in the opening scene. So then they're kind of searching for him the whole movie, and then all the guests at the hunting lodge, you know, they have their little mini corals for filler, and so it ends up, here's another 70s devil cult set in the desert. The Devil's Reign with William Shatner. Anyway, this was better than that movie, I think. Actually, they both kind of suck, let's face it. Anyway, so most of the movie, they don't even show it from the cult's perspective because they're supposed to be hiding. They're like in their brown monk coats, and their torches are like the tibia bone of a leg with like flames coming out of it. It's kind of dope. And they have these crucifixes made out of bones, and they have this serpent pit. It's pretty awesome. And then there's just this random floozy that just gets sent there. She's like, oh, I'm a cult researcher expert, but I'm not going to talk about anything. I'm just going to flirt with the guys and talk about my research and doing my research. And they don't even really go in depth with that. You don't really get any of what you want to show. You show up to get like the occult and good chance. You don't get any of that. Not much of it until the final like 10 minutes where they basically bust into their cavern and they peek in on the altar ceremony that's going on, and the girl ends up almost getting sacrificed on the altar, and this is how it all ends, and they save them. The sheriff shows up with his deputies, and they raid the cavern with automatic weapons, and they end up like shooting up the whole place without even asking questions first, like a 90s action movie or something with assault rifles in the early 70s. And then the cult's messiah basically falls into the serpent pit. And here goes the final line of the movie. Maybe dynamite will put an end to this foolishness. That's what the sheriff says as he's about to leave. Like, oh, this is a bunch of nonsense. We'll just dynamite it, and not even a rock scorpion can get out of here. I guess I'd give it a D+. It's kind of watchable. I wasn't that bored. I'm out.